We know that there are franchises that he doesn't care about, and he seems to having a blast in the MCU, right? The trailers has this spy action thriller vibes that reminded a lot of people of Captain America: The Winter Soldier, your first gig in the MCU. So what are the biggest similarities and differences between that movie and Brave New World?
Well, the Captain America storyline has always been grounded in reality. So this is a very grounded cinematic experience, just like that was, and just like all of the Captain America movies have been. That's the greatest similarity, but it's very different in the way that we approach the characters and the way the story is told. I feel like we, as a duo, have a very different energy than Bucky and Steve. So when we come at it, it's a completely different ballgame.
Danny, you had probably the best flight instructor anyone would want in Top Gun Maverick. So how was it to learn to fly in a different way with Sam for Brave New World?
I was so annoying on set because I was like, how many G's are we pulling? Yeah. To me, I think somehow thematically in my life, the skies, which I was afraid of, because I had an accident when I was a kid. I jumped. That's a longer story for another day. But then from that point, I then became afraid of flying in like airplanes and everything. And so to do Top Gun and to do this right after, just like thematically somehow me and the skies are connected. I don't want to put any.
No, you got it.
So I'm gonna, you know what? That's the answer right there. You know.
And part of being Captain America is leading the Avengers, and the next Avengers movie will have a former colleague of yours as its main villain. So are you ready to kick Robert Downey Jr.'s ass?
Robert Downey Jr. has had his ass kicking coming for a long time, and I'm very proud to say he gonna get it.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't met him, so I got no loyalty to him. Don't know you, dude. I love you though, but I don't know you.
Wait for it.
Great heroes need despicable enemies, right? So how do characters like the Leader and the Serpent Society impact on Captain America and Falcon's journey in this movie?
Serpent is such a big overall web that has a stronghold on this movie along with our other villains. So if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a movie, we wouldn't have a storyline.
And I know that you might be tired of answering questions about Harrison Ford, but the man is a legend, so I gotta ask. So what are the biggest lessons that you took from working with him?
I think in the same way that Anthony allows the set to be very loose because of how playful he is, Harrison does too, which I wasn't expecting. Harrison's out there cracking jokes left and right. Because I think he knows his star power and his aura and everything, I think he's able to like rein it in and calm you down.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the fact that even at his age, he still goes for it. Like when he had to fall to the ground, he'd be like, I don't need that mat. And he would just throw himself across the room. You know, it's a lot of actors don't do that. A lot of actors give up on that early in their careers. And he came at this project 110% physically. And I was really impressed by that. Just the ease in which he works and the amount of himself that he dedicated to it.
That's nice because we know that there are franchises that he doesn't care about, and he seems to having a blast in the MCU, right? Oh, that's true. As a fan, we can say that. You can say that, but I can't say that. The movie is huge. We have old characters coming back, new characters stepping in. You both evolving from what we saw from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So from all of that, what is your favorite part of Brave New World?
I think the flying sequences. You know, it's really fun when you get to do that stuff. When there's one sequence when we had to do it very early on, where they swung us in. And I think it was your first time landing.
It was my first time trying the full suit.
Yeah. And, you know, they swung us in, and, you know, I've been landing now for a while. So it was fun for me just to watch him go, whoa! Like, yeah, it's a little different.
Like, I feel like an athlete every day of the week. And there was not a moment that day that I felt like an athlete. And I was like, I kept hopping off the wrong foot, and like there's like a weird dance, and I was like, oh my god! Like everyone thinks that I'm not athletic, and it hurt me.
He was the drunk pigeon.
Yeah,
he wasn't the Falcon. He had to grow to the Falcon.
Oh, and the saddest part is when we move on, and people are like, oh, good job.
Like that was brutal. Not a good job.
Yeah.
No.
You want me? Come and get me!